Alright, here we have the first game of the final. Oh, I have the lag. Okay. As I said before, my computer, it is really bad. It is, I'm not exactly sure, but I believe roughly 10 years old. So, yeah. Basically here, Tigga playing local festival. Local festival is the guy I lost to in the tourney with the first game I played, which is always lovely playing against someone of his caliber with the first game. Well, I mean, almost no one showed up, so anyway. I played the third Fallschirmjäger and he played 101st. He picked the map, he won. He picked St. Mary-Église, which is like the one with the church in the middle. I don't know, you may or may not know it. He won in like, I don't know, 20 minutes. Well, rather I surrendered after 20 minutes. On map control. Looking at the map, I think Tigga picked this map, which means that local festival picked allies, which is interesting. Actually, I'm not sure who picked this map. I think this map favors third, and also I have a lot of respect for Tigga as a player. So yeah, I assume Tigga will win this, but I'm not really sure who picked the map, because there could be arguments made that it's good for 101st or for Fallschirmjäger. However, Fallschirmjäger have this side, which is bad, because if you're playing Fallschirmjäger means paratrooper in English, which is why I'm confusing the two. Basically, as airborne 101st, you want the Veredis, because you can take this town right here, put some smoke, run some airborne engineers in here, take some ground, and hold on the rest. If it's on that side, I mean, you can't push out in the open. Probably would be better for the third to not contest this, just contest the middle, contest this maybe, mainly the middle. The middle, this forest is a place where you cannot really go, and out of which 101st can attack. Now for the deployments, he's starting with 3 IT guns, which is, I think, very good, because they will counter those freaking tanks. Which is what happened when I played against local festivals. I opened with 3 tanks on the 3 flanks, and he brought 3 IT guns and they killed them all my tanks. Which made me very sad, obviously. So Tigga is mainly focusing in the middle, which is probably a good idea. Getting 1 LG4G. I'm not sure I like this. Well, I don't know. We will see what happens. But he's concentrating his forces in the middle, which I like a lot. Like, this will result in overlapping firing arcs, and together with those he can just deny avenues of attack for the flamers. He would need a lot of smoke to get across those, and it just looks like he's gonna get completely annihilated. Also, let's see how he positioned his tank. Alright, what are the lines of fire? Like here he has roughly 600 meters, and here he has roughly the same. This one, but that's not really a viable position to set up an AT gun. Also, if you look at these guys, all of them can fire at AT guns, so this tank is pretty much safe. Also at 2 stars, which is very nice, meaning it will pretty much kill stuff here. Also I brought an artillery. Probably would have gone for a second tank, but I mean, this guy, area denial, so that the opponent cannot walk over together with that one over the open field. I'm not sure why he's using an LG4 here, 40 here instead of an MG squad. Meanwhile, this guy, he managed to run him away before he got killed by that one. Got panicked by a combination of flamer and mortar, I'm not sure. Basically 55 points. Tigga's objective is at this point to keep his opponent away from 85. 58% of the map, so keep it to a +1 for the moment. 101st bring out a Mustang bomber, which is very good. This unit is so hard to catch with the third, so it's definitely smart to buy one or even both of them with very soon into the game, because it's faster than the interceptor, and the timing of the interceptor needs to be perfect. If it's too fast, it's gonna meet him head on and then fly a circle and then be too far away, and if it's too late, it's gonna be already more than 1.2 kilometers and it's not going to kill it. It's some of the most annoying things, trying to fucking chase down those bombers with the Fallschirmjäger. They're not gonna do much, but they're pretty much going to take away like 2-3 HP and stun the unit. You bring them, or AT gun is only counter to this tank, but that's not gonna work out in this short ranges. Like it might once, but in general it won't. Also, it's about to get fucked by this unit. This is looking very bad for the 101st. Unable to hold this middle, or rather holding it but taking heavy losses. Probably it will collapse in the middle, and I don't see how the 101st can push the sides. Well, I mean, they can push them, but either they will not reinforce this, or it will be too little to really take a lot of ground. And the 101st, it doesn't really have mobile units. You put your infantry in a place and you hope they trade well, which they most of the time do, and then you throw some bombs on your opponent and make them run away, and you gain ground slowly but surely that way. Tigga seems to be aware and sent some more Fallschirmjägers in this area to hold it. Also, this tank will do a lot. It's currently hiding in from AT guns, which is smart. Meanwhile, the middle, almost everything is exterminated. This tank almost out of ammo. Now he's bringing up an AT gun in preparation from denying this reinforcement route, I assume. So at this point he can either try to attack this, or he can push up here, or he can do both. Regardless what he will do, it looks very bad for Bufo. These bombers, he bought the second one, which is fine. Alright, now you see, let's see if he gets the timing. He might. That's actually very, very well timed to be within the right range. Like, I don't know. Once people get better at this game, it will be commonplace to have the correct timing against a unit which is like, let's check, 80 kilometers per hour faster. But I don't know. Too hard for me sometimes. Like if he evacs the blue right now, he probably will not catch it, or often he will not catch it. But now he evacs not at, like right now he did not need to fly at a 100. He did not need to make a 180-degree turn to catch it, so he might die. Unless, yeah, he's dead. At this point, yeah. from what I can see, it's probably a GG for Tigga. Though I will see and wait if some miracles happen. Like, he knows nothing is here, you can just move up your tank, hide it here, and as soon as you see a truck, basically you can deny this road, you can deny those two roads. Well, this one is already denied, but you can also deny this, meaning he has to walk, you have a mortar, you're in buildings, he is not. Like, there's so many things. He cannot attack really on the sides because you're just gonna cut his reinforcements. He has a +1 right now, so he can just hold this and look for the good trades. I don't see how it is possible to come back from this point. Infantry getting wrecked by the paratroopers. Fallschirmjäger, rather, in German, which means, this means paratrooper, this name. You really should resupply this tank. As well as, like, some of his Fallschirmjäger are gonna run out of ammo soon. Again, I would have preferred to have MGs here, though. I mean, it can be a consideration to not run out of infantry in phase A, so this open spaces where you can also use an LG40, it may be fine. At this point he doesn't have to worry about efficiency as much, he's really a lot ahead in destruction points due to this middle engagement, where he had a lot more units and traded extremely favorably. Now flamers, they're walking in the open. Not gonna end well. Like, even here, that's more than 100 meters. Right here. Actually it's close. Running away. Okay, he smoked so he could get in. If you see smoke again 101st, you probably should start running. And set up some crossfires, some artillery, wait till they run out of smoke. Try to have more units in the fight and just, I don't know. Not sure why you got an AT gun instead of another murder tank. I mean, the other guy brought the tank, so it worked out well, but I still don't like the decision. You're walking the open, kind of throwing away the units for victory points. Which is fine, I guess. And he forced his opponent to deal with it, but... yeah, and at this point it's just too many units. Like, they're really broken for 30 points, these engineers, but if there's quite a bit of open spaces and more enemies, they're just not gonna do anything. Tigga at this point has a shitload of spare cash, apparently, decides to buy 2 ASF, sure, why not. Like, at this point you don't really have to worry about enemy HS. Actually no, he's the guy with the HS, never mind. I don't know why he's buying them, he killed both enemy bombers. I mean, sure, he will buy them eventually, so he can. Well, I don't think it's a good play to buy those at this point, but I also think it doesn't matter. And it's phase B, so he can expect some M4s, at which point he's gonna buy an HS, at which point he wants air superiority, or rather like a fighter to cover it, or why not fucking 2. Interesting, he goes for this bomber with 2 stars. You can either get it with 1 star or with 2 stars. I think it's better to go for the one with 1 star, but I mean, it's a dual purpose air superiority fighter plus bomber. So there can be an argument made if you say I will never buy in a close game I will never buy 2 of those anyway, so I'm getting the star for free. Or maybe he cut his deck in another place and has like 2 cards of them, I'm not sure. At this point the game is over. Like, I don't see how Blue 4 can come back at this point. Maybe less obvious to the players in game, but yeah. Actually I think it's pretty obvious. This is also not a good map for 101st. Alright, I'm back. Oh look, the game is still decided. I would love to speed this up, but as you can see, you can click forward in the YouTube video, but I cannot make my game run faster on a PC. Which is rather unfortunate, but kind of annoys me when people don't know when they need to surrender. Like, the victory conditions are not that complicated to understand, and like at this point you should have a good sense that you're down in destruction points and, well, you're down in terrain and you're down like 3 units or 160 points, which is almost 3 minutes of +1 in victory points, so yeah, it's not gonna end well for you. Also, phase C is coming up where you have 25 less income. Fun fact, at 30 minutes those 2 decks have the same income. Before that, 101st has advantage. After that, Airborne has advantage. At the end of the game, Airborne has 250 points more than these guys. Okay, now Tigga decides to attack from 2 sides, or rather from the middle into this. He could have attacked from 2 sides if he had met more opposition, but yeah. Now he has... Actually, I don't use this unit in this deck. That's interesting. He may have put it in for this deck. He may always use it. I usually rely on the Pioneer to fight in buildings and forests. But the Storm Pioneer are also an interesting choice. These engineers, I don't know. I don't like them. I don't think they're good. I think they're balanced. I don't think balanced is good enough for 101st Airborne in the infantry tab. If it's about short range things, unless you don't have enough engineers. And you probably want 2 cards of engineers. I don't know. It's debatable. What isn't debatable is this unit in the open. It's gonna die. Now we're at +2. Yeah, I'm not watching the rest of this, like it's beyond me why this game is still going on. Like, you're down so much in terrain and you're presumably... Actually, I'm going to have it played out to just see how big the difference is in terms of victory points. Ah, fuck it, I'm gonna keep going. Interesting, Tigga, I've seen him doing this before in the tournament. He got an 88 quite far back, just to keep air superiority. Let's see. Oh, the lags. That's my computer. Can't blame the game for this. He's not actually moving it. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. I mean, it's kind of a luxury, but he can afford it at this point. It's really annoying for this deck to not have any unit which can transport this. Like, I don't know from the top of your head if you get another supply truck, but the small fucking supply truck, it cannot transport the 88. And even like the big one, if you need a supply truck to transport your 88, you're kind of fucked. For example, the 352nd Infantry Division of the Germans, they get like a nice 5-point vehicle to transport this. I'd like to see all these big guns to keep their transport, to just have an unarmed transport of whatever. Because like this, it's what is it, 8 kilometers per hour, this unit is not going anywhere. But he just wants in the middle of the map. Also against air units, fun fact, it has more than 1.2 kilometers range, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe I'm just an idiot, who knows. Well, actually, since the unit is over the ground, it would be less than if you just put a cylinder on this, in theory. If it actually, I'm pretty sure it has more than this range when it's shooting at air units. I don't know it exactly, maybe I'm just an idiot, but I don't think so. Not sure why this bomber didn't drop its bomb, it didn't have them disabled as far as I could see it. Best way to counter this bow force, in my opinion, is the 120mm mortar. It doesn't suppress as much as the artillery piece, I believe, but it kills better, faster, in my experience. It also comes with less ammo, but I guess you just have to buy a supply truck. Why is this game still going on? Well, actually, here's something interesting happening. I thought he would rifle the smoke into the town, but like those airborne rifles, they're not gonna do well against enemy infantry. Also, this thing is roughly at, well, more than 800 meters, meaning it can barely penetrate, like 2% chance or something. After that, this Stoker is going to just wreck everything over here, given enough time. And recon. Why are we still playing this? If you're behind 1,000 points, you can divide those by 60, meaning you arrive at something roughly like 16. Wait, am I retarded? No, that's roughly right. 16.5, meaning you need 16.5 minutes of +1 to get the equal amount of points, and you're at -2. So yeah, in the end you probably need to get to +3, or actually more if you assume it goes down linearly. So that's not happening, so you might as well surrender. Wait, what are they shooting at? Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Oh, the off-map artillery. I guess on the topic of off-map artillery, I think it's nice because it did a lot of morale damage, but it did not kill as many guys, so it's a great tool for attacking, or, well, it's a great tool if the enemy units are engaged, but it's quite useless if they aren't. You maybe could increase the time it needs to arrive a little bit, because right now it's a little bit too efficient for defending, but whatever. He just pinned his own infantry with his off-map. That's unfortunate. And he surrenders. Alright, looking at the kills paints a pretty clear picture. Yeah. Those two guys, they played a lot. 7. How is that even possible? How long has this game been around? I don't think it has been much more than anyway. Like 720 games, and ranked is doing in 90%. Should be more impressive if like quick play people weren't in the pool, but I think it's great that they are. Let's check this. Tigga is also more than 500 and ranked at 92% with playing different sides and different decks, which is quite impressive. Let's look at the kills. These fucking units right here. I believe it's not the one you get at the... Is it the one? Let me see. This history just shows the picture, right? How the... Wait, are you serious? Like in the first 15 minutes, only Tigga's unit killed other units and the other were just like lost some HP. I mean, I don't. Why do you not surrender? Actually, I know now why he hasn't surrendered. I mean, it would look pretty bad if he had just 0 kills and surrendered. But like the game is over after this happens. So the Thunderbolt is probably not the unit you get in the Phase A. I think yeah, that's a Mustang, D Mustang or something. That one has the big bombs. Yeah. Let's see what did particularly well. Thunderbolt got some stuff. SD44's very nice unit. It does suppress enemy air and fire support, and the rest is just, yeah, unit here and there. For Tigga, yeah, paratroopers just wrecked everything, due to being just more guys having fire support, suppressing them, killing them. Tank did alright. Like, this doesn't look that impressive for this unit, what this can do sometimes, but it just also did a lot of fire support in the middle. Plane wrecked everything. Yeah, just very efficient infantry in general. And the stocks, of course, he didn't have counter for that, but that this game, the game was long decided. Alright, that was the first